Figured I'd finally make a pool video, but, well, I've got pool videos that I have got footage from, but I've not ever released. It's just been too busy. But this pool we're taking it down, and we're replacing this pool. And this video is going to document us replacing this Best Way pool. This is the second above ground pool we've had, and Best Way Coleman Intex, pretty much all the same. And this is a 22 foot, and we're replacing this with a 27 foot permanent above ground. I did some things to this that normal people don't do. Like I put an end wall skimmer in it, and I may release a video showing how to do that. And so I've got stuff that I'm going to be getting rid of. I've also got an in the ground drainage for the backwash that goes over to there. They're going to be coming in, and we pulled up part of the walkway because they're going to be coming in and grading this and putting in room for a 27 foot and possibly moving the pool a little further that way towards the house and that way towards the edge of towards that way and away from this property line over here. It's not too close, but it needs to be 10 feet off, and so we can't go this way, of course, so we're going to go that way and go that way. This video is just going to be documenting. All I'm doing is taking things away. I've got to get this site clear. And so I've just been working on that. First thing I did was I took all the wood, yesterday I took all the stones up and put them up there. Now I'm starting to take the ladder out, starting to disassemble the pump. It's all disassembled, except I'm going to get a hand truck for that. That's about 100 pounds. And I'm starting to take this apart. I've went around and knocked out all the little pins that holds it in place. I'm going around and starting to take these top pieces out. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to drop this down so this water can continue to drain out. And I'll probably take these legs off, maybe get that done today, and I'll come back after I've done that. I'm just going to work my way around the pool and just leave it to where it's nothing but liner left. So forgive me for being winded, but this is where we are, end of day 2. So I got all of the supports taken out, got them by the road, and I have the liner turned over sideways, draining down into the ditch there. I'm going to let that drain overnight. It's draining out pretty good, flooding the yard, nice and floody, but I've got to get this done. They'll be coming in to grade a week from today, so I've got 6 days. So I'm going to let this drain some more tonight and pull it over probably the rest of the way tomorrow. Go ahead and pull this tarp up, get all the dirt or all the stones, any trash and debris, those stones over there at the foot of the walkway, get all that picked up and just make sure the site looks good. Got all the stuff that I'm wanting to keep or going to figure out how to get rid of without just throwing away up here. That'll clean up. I'm probably not going to use that. I'll probably get rid of it. I got a new ladder, my stones. There's that. There's the pump and the hoses over there. I'll probably reuse this thing here. Covered my pump and my sand filter housing. Might reuse it stacked on top of those. I don't know. It's going to kind of be over on that side of the pool rather than over here. It'd be over on this side of the pool. So I don't know, but 2 days of work. So see what we get done day 3. So ended up with this waste at the road. Got the tarps that was under the pool liner itself, the thermal cover, which is dry rotted, and then all of the poles. We're lucky to live in a little town that'll come pick that stuff up for us. So they're going to be delivering the pool. It's near Halloween, so got the blow-ups in the front yard. They're going to be delivering the pool tomorrow, and the liner's on back order, so the liner will have to be delivered, I think, on Monday. So just taking you back here to let you see the area now that it's been cleared. This is the cleared area. No pool, and I'll have to come in and grade probably a little more towards this way and take it from 22 to 27. So that's where we are now. Next part of the video we showing after we start getting the pool part in. All right, so they're out here this morning, and I'm inside the house because I'm working from home today. But they're out here this morning to start working on the pool. And I don't know if you can see the white lines from here, but there's white lines in the grass. So you can see where the pool's going to come. It's going to actually come a little closer to the left and closer to me. So end of day one of putting in the pool. They told me today basically what they were going to do was work on getting in the tracks that the walls to the pool is actually going to go in, and getting the footers down. So if you notice here, they've got the track down that the wall will go in. They've got a footer point where each one of the legs will go in. They had to cut into the ground a little bit. I'll show that as we walk around. You can see right here under me, they had to cut in. They took what they pulled out of the ground and they've kind of put it here. So I'm going to have to come in and kind of smooth this down, tamping it down a little bit. Get some grass planted. It's funny, that's a brick from the old house. We still constantly find bricks from the house that stood here. So they cut down to what they called virgin soil. They needed it to be nice and hard. So even on the back side here, on the low side, they had to cut in. Or even this was originally the high side, so you can see there where they cut into it. They had a laser leveler out here, and they were leveling each one of the pads that stuff's going to sit on. You can see over this way where they cut in. That's where the pump's going to go. He said that they'll level that out more. But you can see there where they cut into the ground. A little bit more than I actually anticipated. And the pool moved over a bit because this was a 22-foot pool, and now it's going to be a 27. And so starting right in this area here, there'll be a deck. So starting right about where I am right now and going out this way, probably to about right here, and then going that way. It's like a 16 by 16. So this area here will be under deck, and then it'll come and we'll meet it back up with that path. So this is the end of day one. I think this dirt that they've got kind of stacked up there all the way around, I don't know if that's for a cove or what. I don't know if they bring more dirt in, and I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. Guess we'll find out that tomorrow. This is where my drainage hose was, and they dug it up a little bit. He said that they would. That's close enough where we can run that over if we need to drain out over that way. And there's the center of the pool where the stake is with the things over it. They left that in there. So yeah, that's it. So tomorrow they'll be back. All the material is here. There's the old stuff. But yeah, they've got the liners here. I think the liner's right here in this box. There's pool cover here. There's the wall. There's the skimmer. That's the sand filter. And then over here under there is the sides and the top. So we'll see what they get done tomorrow. So I've been trying not to bother these guys too much because we got rain coming and they're just trying to get everything done that they need to get done to get this pool up. But this morning they got here real early and they started putting down the sand that you see there. That's the base of the pool. They started putting it down, and now what they're doing is they are putting the wall up, and it goes in these little channel that you see down here at the bottom that I showed yesterday when I was walking around out there. And it's got like a wood grain, like a wood paneling on it. And so right now what they're doing is they're going around and they're putting it in that track, and it looks like that there's a thing, like they're putting these black things on the top of it. I guess it's to hold it firm. I don't know. I've not put up poles like this before. But like I said, I'm doing filming from inside. Not been feeling too good. Don't want to get around those guys. Probably not contagious. It's not COVID or anything. It's just, I don't know. Don't want to be around them. Don't want to slow them down either. Distract them or anything. Like I said, it's been, the sun was out earlier, but now it's got overcast again. So I'm just sitting here filming through my window in the laundry room. So yeah, this is where they're currently at. You see that they're propping it up using rakes and stuff like that, and then they'll start putting in the legs that'll go around. So that's where they are right now. This is about an hour into, maybe 2 hours into day 2. The first day, all they did was flatten the land and put the stuff in, or put the railing down and the pavers down. So I'll check back in with them in just a little bit, see how the progress is going. Well, it started raining on the guys. They got this far and it started raining, but they've got the sides up. They've got dirt around the pool. They've got the dirt inside the pool. Got the toppers on. I think they're breaking for lunch. I don't know if they're done for the day, but I think they're breaking for lunch. They've not really said anything. I've not really talked to them. But it rained like crap here for just a little bit. Luckily, the ground was wet or really dry, and it soaked a lot of it up. But I think that they're probably having to take a break due to just the weather. I'm not sure. They may just be taking lunch, or they could be done for the day. I don't know. But we'll update later. This is after day number 2. It started raining. Hadn't had no rain in about a week and a half, and wouldn't you know it, the day they start to put the pool up, we start getting rain. So, but they got a lot done today, considering they were out of here by noon. They did this in about 3 hours. They came in and put the sand down. And they've got it, where they're going to build the little culvert or whatever they call it. I can't remember what you call it. But they've got the wall put up. They've got the sides put on. They've got these put on, but it's just temporary because they have to put the liner in. The liner's not in, of course. So right now they've just got all these holding the walls up, keeping the walls straight. And yeah, we're supposed to get a little bit more rain tonight. Not a whole lot. Rained quite a bit today. So you see here where they've just got it dug out around it, and they've started putting the dirt up next to it. And I'm gonna get somebody to come out here, and I got some hay. I got me some hay to put down around here, put around it to keep mud from splashing up on it too much. But I'm going to get somebody to come in and put some dirt in here, or some gravel. But that's where we're at after day 2. The person that the company sold me the pole said that they would have been done today had they not ran into the rain. That they were close to start putting the liner in. So, oh well. See what they get done tomorrow, if they come back tomorrow. See how much rain we get between now and then. But it's looking good. So they're back working today. This is Saturday. They started on Tuesday, and then Wednesday they got rained on. So they had to stop and let the ground dry out Thursday and Friday. So they're going in and they're leveling out and compacting the dirt that's going to be the base of the pool. They had to put these top cap pieces on to keep the pool stable. So they'll have to go and they'll have to take all those back off. And they have started putting the pump together. The pump and the filter, they've started putting it together. It's a 250-pound filter. So they've started doing that. So we're going to actually be gone for a little bit today. So when we come back, I'll film what the progress they've made. He said they're about 2 hours away from starting to put the liner in, then start filling it up. So it looks like they're starting to take pieces off to get ready to put the liner on. Well, today's my wife's birthday, so this is the same day that I just showed the video prior. And we went away for a little bit during the day. We were gone for maybe 2 or 3 hours. And they've got the liner installed. They're starting to fill it up with water. It's going to take a while to fill up. But it's already covered the bottom. And they've got a vacuum cleaner here that's vacuuming, and it's keeping the air sucked out of the liner. Here's the pool filter, water filter in the pump. That'll be put back into the skimmer. Will go right there in that spot, and then the inlet will go right there beside it. This 250-pound filter. And you can see there where they sucking the air out of the liner. So they're putting water in. On the back side of the pool, the water is or the ground is level, they've got it mounted up to it. And then you come on around. Once you get around to the other side where they had to start cutting into the hill, you get a little bit of a, hey Goldie, you get a little bit of a ditch around it. And what we'll probably do is we will knock this edge off. They don't recommend like building a lot of dirt up to the, like filling the ditch in and building the dirt. They said the best thing to do is to knock this corner off and put down some, keep that mound going up against the pole, to knock this corner off where it makes like a trench, and to put some landscaping fabric in there, and then put pine needles on top of it, because they said that anything like more wood, more dirt or stone or something like that wouldn't be good for the. So I'm going to talk to my landscaper about exactly, because it's not that far here. When you get on around to here, it gets a little far, it gets a little deep, especially right here now where they had to cut into the pool the deepest, or cut into the ground the deepest. And then when you get to right about right here on the pool, right in this area here, the deck is going to come off about 4 feet this way to about where I am, and it's going to go 16 feet that way, and then 16 feet over. So this area right in here will be where the deck is. The steps will probably be right in this area right here, and the deck will be all in this. The big part of the deck will be in the area I'm standing in. That'll be like 4 feet off there, and it'll be like 6 feet off here, because it's a 16 by 16 deck, but it's to the middle of the pool, so you don't have quite 16 by 16, but it'll be 16 by 16 going this way, and so it'll be 6 to here, because it's 10 to the middle of the pool, and it'll be 4 over there because of just the way it's going to be setting. And so the deck will probably stop right about right here, and then eventually what we'll do is, well, in this area here, we'll have them come back and build a platform for a hot tub. Be in this area right here, like a 10 by 10 platform. And then I'm going to get somebody to run some electricity from there straight down basically to here, to have electricity for the pump, I have electricity for the deck, and also get them to run 220 to eventually have it for the hot tub. But so yeah, so that's the last, this is the last little update in the video I'm going to do until it's actually probably filled up and circulating. So this is going to be wrapping this video up. Probably maybe one more video after this. It's late October. The pool's been filled for about a week, and I have gotten all the chemicals in it to close it. I'm getting ready to do some vacuuming to get the leaves out of the middle, and then I'm going to put the cover on it and do the things I need to do to the pump, which is basically taking the eyelet out of that and putting a plug in there, putting a plug in the skimmer, and then you could put a bottle with sand, like a 20-ounce bottle with sand in there. I'll show that. Probably make another very end of this video showing that. And then you take your cables loose, your inlet and outlet cables, put them, they'll go in the building, and then you drain your filter. There's 2 places to drain your pump. You drain from, there's a drain on the filter bag there. There's a plug on the actual pump thing itself. Put all your fittings in your little basket there. Keep them all together. You remove your eyelet here, and I believe you move your gauge, and then it goes into Winterize, which basically there's no notch for Winterize. It just has it lifted to keep the seal of the pump or the filter housing open. And we decided not to do the deck until the spring, but the deck's basically going to come out from this post right here and come out about 8 feet to this where we got this little light set, and then it's going to go across to where this light right here is set, and then it'll go this way to about right here. I did have a light here, but I think one of the dogs moved it, and then it'll go across to that one right there. So that whole area right there to here will be deck, and they'll probably put the steps getting in somewhere like right here, and then that'll leave these 2 spots open. So we decided not to do the deck until the spring, because the wood's about $4,000 to do it, materials about $4,000, which isn't bad, but it's starting to get cool. The ground's not froze yet, but we've had some chilly nights, and the person I'm going to get to do it, I got to talk with them and see if they want to try to do it now. They're going to take a week off to work to do it for me, and I'm going to basically pay them. But I'm going to find out if we're going to do it, if they want to do it now, if they want to do it in the spring, like April. I'd be perfectly fine to wait till April. I just want it to be open when the pool's up, when we're ready to open the pool. So I'm going to vacuum, and you know, you see that there's sediment on the bottom, which is basically a mixture of calcium and stuff like that I need to, I'll brush and circulate through the filter as a process of doing that. And then I'll cover it. I'll come back after I've got it covered and show what I did to winterize the pump. All right, this will be the last section of this video, and basically the pool is closed. You remove the eyelet, and there's a plug that you put in it, and then you remove the skimmer, and there's a plug that you put in the bottom of the skimmer, and then there is you can buy these things that screws down in it, or you can do something like this where it is a 2-liter or a 20-ounce bottle that's going to get pushed down by the skimmer. You know, make sure it's in there kind of. It's going to get pushed down by the skimmer. You can see it right there. And as the water in that skimmer freezes, it'll contract. It'll push in. As the water contracts, it'll push in on that bottle. It keeps you from having to drain your water down too low. As you see, the water's high, the water. And so I got the cover on, got the thing on tight, the wire on tight. It's tightened up here. I may come back out in a couple days or so and tighten it. Forgive my sniffles. It's allergy season here. The hose from the pump from the pump down there to the eyelet removed. I'll put it in the building. The hose from the skimmer down here to the pump removed. You remove the hose going from here to here and cover that hole. Some people take their pump in. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. We don't get real bad winters here. I'm not sure. I may read up and see. It looks like it's just 2 screws holding it on. So I don't know. But I don't have to do that today. You put your valve on Winterize. It doesn't have a notch. On this particular Pentair head, there's a plug here that comes out. You take out your eyelet. There's a washer in there you want to be sure to get. Take out your pressure gauge. Those all can go in a bag that you also take the plug out of there. There's a plug there. There's a plug on the other side. Right there. Take those out and they go, put them in a Ziploc bag, and they're down in there in the skimmer basket, in the pump filter basket, in a Ziploc bag. Ziploc bag to cover going into the pump, because you don't want no trash going in there, even if I do take it off. And you also have the plug for the sand filter. It's still leaking, that'll stay off. I'm going to have to come up with something better system. I still have to do the landscaping around the pool. It's only been in like 2 weeks. So we're going to put some corrugated stuff to drain down into here. I'd like to put one of those buildings around this, like that you put rakes in and stuff like that. Cut some holes for the pump, for the hoses to go in and out of. But she is closed for the year. So hopefully in the spring, you'll be seeing videos of the deck being built. And then after the deck is built, the pool being reopened and the landscaping going on around it. All right, like I said again, forgive the sniffles. Thanks for following along. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section. And thanks for watching.